welcome to another edition of the Front Row Roundtable Show presented by Ralphie's. Thanks for being here. I'm Norm Waymer. This is Big John Milkowski. This is Mortgage Marty Bin. We'll take you through the next half hour, and I don't know what's going to happen.
So, I'm glad to be here. That's I like to keep you on the edge of your seat, Mr. Waymer.
All NFL. All NFL again today.
Although the local NFL is a little sketchy right now.
Let's start with your favorite and mine, Matthew Stafford.
Whoa. Wait, what's his name?
Matthew Stafford.
No, his name's Matt Statfiller. We only refer to him in my realm of people as Matt Statfiller now.
I got into this again on Twitter.
I saw.
With some people because it had to be said. In that Raiders game, that final drive, did anybody think Matthew Stafford was going to score the touchdown?
Not really, no.
Nope. He'd drive him down 85 yards and fail and still have great stats. By the way, his QBR is still fantastic. He's leading, he's up in the league leaders and other categories, but.
Because I put out on Twitter and said that he never makes that play, that final play. So then that got all ruffled feathers, and
I'm sure you got the Megatron video back with putting the ball on the ground.
If you go back to 2011, on the road, only one time has he driven the team under 2 minutes for a touchdown to win the game. Once.
Okay.
Once. Anybody could do it at home. Anybody could do it at home against somebody who's 4-8 or whatever.
The Browns.
And that doesn't make him clutch in that situation. All that means is it was dumb luck. If you throw enough passes, somebody's going to catch one.
Somebody will miss a tackle. Somebody will.
So I threw this out.
I think Case Keenum threw a game-winning pass once on a guy that fell down, didn't he?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm stunned by the people that defend him all the time too. He's in the middle of his 5-year, $135 million contract. His overall record is 69, 79, and 1. He's 25 and 30 in the NFC North. He's had one 10-plus win season since 2011. And as I mentioned, at 2011, one drive under 2 minutes on the road to win a game.
Let me see if I can summarize what I just heard in Marty terms. So he's Wayne Fontes with a $130 million quarterback contract.
I get so tired of hearing. Oh, he doesn't have an offensive line. Oh, he doesn't have a running game. Oh, he doesn't have wide receivers. His receiving core is really good this year. Really good this year.
He had Calvin Johnson for quite a while where he could just, in third and something, just throw it up in the air over there, and Calvin would go get it and make him look great.
At some time, you have to put the team on your back and win a game, and that was a perfect example.
Well, see, I'm not sure I agree with that, because I think if you're the Chicago Bears right now, you don't need somebody to put you on the back and win the game. You just need somebody who's worth $10 million a year, so that you can keep paying everybody else around him who won't lose you games. So that's the issue, is when you pay a guy that much money, he's got to win you games. And if you're not going to pay him that much money, well, then you can live with it, but you can't have it both ways.
Well, that's what I said. He's got to put the team on his back and win some games.
At his salary,
win some clutch games, and win some road games, and beat some teams that are above 500.
Well, unfortunately, that's the way the NFL's going now.
What is it that about teams and they're attached? Some fans are just totally attached to the quarterback no matter what they do. And then there's a group of fans that as soon as they make a bad play or throw an interception, trade him. Get him out of here. I don't get it. Get to the middle.
Well, I think there used to be a lot more like the latter group, because the backup quarterback used to be the most popular guy on the team because everybody thought he was better. But now it's changed. Now it's everybody roots for the starter, and they have to almost prove that they don't deserve that big contract. Jameis Winston and Mariota playing themselves out of a big contract.
Mitch Trubisky, Andy Dalton.
Because that's the way it goes.
Cam Newton has taken his last snap in Carolina. We could go around the league. There's a lot of guys this year that have gone ahead and played themselves out of any money and any chance to continue on where they're at. Because if nothing else, they just have to get a change of scenery.
Well, when we were kids, the backup quarterback was usually a veteran guy.
Right.
Redskins, it was Jurgensen. And and Earl Morrall in Miami, and
Danny White, and then he punted sometimes. Oh, wait, he punted all the time.
You could go through all the teams, and you pretty much knew there. Blanda was in Oakland. And
at Dallas, they like the backup quarterback so much, they've made him a mediocre head coach for the last who knows how long.
The Browns, 2-6.
So he shaved, so I decided not to this week. just as a hey.
He shaved twice, didn't
Yeah,
he?
well, guess what? I didn't shave once.
You had a defensive back that was threatening fans and radio hosts that got cut.
And it still took them 2 days, like a day and a half to fire him. They can't even get that right.
And now you got Kareem Hunt back activated. So I'm sure that'll get better.
Yeah, that'll help things. Add another personality to that locker room.
You know, there's an inherent joke that I'm not sure even I should say with as bad as I am, but there was an awesome tweet about that, about how the kicking game would improve this week.
Well, we've been talking about how their second half of the schedule is not real strong.
Oh.
But the ship has gone so poorly. Is there any chance it gets turned around with the current personnel?
I thought about this when they fired Willie Taggart. I was thinking, man, I wonder what the Vegas line was on who got fired first, Freddie Kitchens or Willie Taggart, because Freddie's been that bad all year with that group, and I still think that's fair. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, he looks clueless. We said this week. Look back at the tape. We said week one that he looked clueless, and nothing has changed. It's actually gotten worse.
But it's not just that. I mean, Baker Mayfield is nothing. I mean, he leads the league in interceptions without pressure. Just with no pressure, just throwing interceptions. I mean, that's you can't.
Well,
do
and
that.
he absolutely missed the read. I mean, Beckham's open by 4 yards late in that game that ices that game, and he decides to throw it under. I mean, there's a lot going on there that's wrong, and it's not going to get fixed quick.
And people have turned on him in Cleveland. I did this before we taped this show, went and just Googled the Browns and clicked on the news, and you get when is Kitchen going to get fired? Kitchen's going to get fired. You got another one, the 5 worst moves that the general manager made. Everything's negative.
Now all of a sudden, from being the prodigy who had a better rookie season than Peyton Manning, it's now the worst first-round pick.
And they're 0-3 at home too. On top of that,
it's Tim Couch-ish all of a sudden.
Yeah, but Couch got hurt. I always defend Tim Couch.
I'm not saying it, but I'm saying in terms of Browns fan reaction, he went from the next Peyton to the next Tim Couch in 8 weeks.
He hurt his shoulder.
Calm down.
So I let him kind of off the hook. We'll get to the picks a little bit later on, and that we'll probably talk a little bit more about this. We got to take a time out. When we come back, we will look back at week number 9, and then the final segment gets you ready for week number 10. It's for our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
Win with Ralphie's starting lineup. Get 10 of the biggest and best wings for only $5.65 starting at 9. Try our double cheeseburger with fresh hand-cut fries for just $7.99. Score a 5-count domestic iced bucket for $11 every day. And get 25 wings for $18.75.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
What can you expect from working with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation? Our branch manager, Marty Bin, can help you navigate through the loan process with the service and speed you deserve. Contact Marty today to get pre-qualified. Make your home buying dreams a reality. Call 419-481-8696 to speak with Marty Bin today.
Are you hungry? Of course you are. Want pizza? Yeah, you do. And there's no better place to go for hot, fresh pizza than Mike's Pizza and More. From pizza and wings to subs and salads, Mike's has everything you need to provide the family dinner tonight. Whether it's carry-out or delivery, our family-owned business has been happily serving the Holland area for years. And with our new location, we now proudly serve the Oregon area. Should you call Mike's Pizza and More right now? Yeah, you should.
It's Notorious November as Powerbomb Wrestling is back in action in Toledo on Sunday, November the 24th at 5 p.m. at St. Clements Hall, 2990 Tremainsville Road. See sexy Sean Casey defend the heavyweight title, also a triple threat match for the tag titles, and a match where chairs are legal. Get your advanced discount tickets right now at pbwexcitement.com. That's pbwexcitement.com. The best wrestlers in the Midwest, Sunday, November 24th, St. Clements Hall in Toledo. It's Powerbomb Wrestling. Welcome back from our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's. And Ralphie's, right there. Food, sports, fun. You know what's right around the corner because all the commercials are started already. The holidays.
That's stupid.
So when you're making your plans, don't forget Ralphie's and gift certificates. And
That part's not stupid.
no.
That part's genius. But I actually have seen pictures. I have been sent pictures of people putting up Christmas trees. I'm like, whoa, time out. It's not after the day after Halloween. It's the day after. No, stop. So apparently Thanksgiving's merely just like a speed bump now.
Well, and Black Friday sales have already started, which, I mean, we still got a month.
But the tariffs kick in early this year. Oh, never mind. Norm doesn't want to talk politics. Speaking of politics, if you're the CPFB, I know the games have already been played today.
Who, how? If you're what?
The college football playoff committee or whatever. That's the wrong. Never mind. It's been a long day. If you're the college football playoff committee, is that not the best cop-out ever that you put Ohio State and Penn State who have to play each other and LSU, Alabama, so you don't ever have to think about it. So Clemson just gets to be mad and then bounces right back into there.
It's a formula.
It's not a formula.
They know it's for,
it was the ultimate
readings.
It was the best cop-out ever, and it got people talking.
Well, and it's to get morons like us to talk about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Which
we're not talking about it. Okay.
Anyway, Ralphie's daily food and drink specials. Half-price abs after 9 o'clock. Wing time Monday through Friday, 2 to 5. 10-count wings. Dine-in only at half price.
Nice. That was
back
a beautiful recovery.
Back to the NFL.
We're down on the berm. The tires are skidding, and Norm goes ahead and grabs the wheel and keeps the car from rolling over.
Back to the NFL. Week number 9. Oh, what do we take away from week number 9? Great game in Kansas City. Kansas City beating Minnesota 26-23. Mahomes supposed to be back this week.
Yeah, he looked pretty healthy running around trying to jump on Harrison Butker there at the end.
I texted Marty when the Giants were up. What were they up? 10-0?
Ish, yes.
Something like that?
Right around the Black Cat time. It was right around the time of the Black Cat, who looked like he could play linebacker, by the way.
You remember what I texted you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Because I took the Giants and said that
plus the points, yes.
I'm still not confident, comfortable, +7.
And Daniel Turnover Jones, as opposed to Daniel Dime Jones.
Out.
Yes.
Green Bay loses to the Chargers. Is that just...
That shocked me.
Right here, that's it.
Is that just one of those games where it's just going to happen? You go on the road and you're halfway across the country.
But it's not even on the road. I mean, you had more Packer fans than you had Charger fans there.
Well, you still have to travel.
Oh, you do, but I mean, you're in front of your home fans.
Yeah, but like 4 people show up, and there's more of the traveling teams fan than Charger fans because no one shows up to their
The London Chargers. I mean,
Spanos was dropping F-bombs this week over that allegation.
You want to talk about your Cowboys?
9-7.
They
probably
won.
But I've looked at the
probably
rest of
going to
the
win the division.
Yeah, well, it's a playoff game against the Eagles later in the year because they're both going to finish 9-7 or 10-6. They're within a game of each other. Neither of them's going to. I mean, Dallas's upcoming schedule is brutal. Philadelphia's is a little easier. Dallas has a big lead in the division, has the tiebreaker right now. They have to beat Philly or they're not going to make the playoffs. That's it.
All right, I'm willing to say and look right in the camera and say I'm wrong about Lamar Jackson. I've been wrong about him.
I was shocked at what they did against. I mean, Bill Belichick usually eats guys up the first time they play him, and when he plays young guys, and Lamar Jackson was not scared at all.
Because I really got a chance to watch him Sunday night in the win over New England.
I call it the seam theory, especially with young quarterbacks. The guys who can deliver the ball on time, right behind a linebacker's ear hole before a safety can get there, and keep a defense from ever not worrying about that spot in the middle of the field, can't succeed in the NFL. And he threw seam routes 4 or 5 times, and I was like, huh. like that's not what you expect from that running, scrambling, improvising quarterback. He delivered the ball on time in spots, And then what do you? I mean, now you're darned if you do, darned if you don't. Because if your linebackers don't get a little depth, he'll pick you apart all day. And if they get depth,
then he runs.
He can scamper to wherever he wants to go.
Well, what's obvious to me is that even though they do some design run plays for him, when he drops back to pass in the pocket, he's looking to throw the football. He is not looking to run.
No.
He will as a last resort, but he's not looking to do that. And I think that is one of the things that sets him apart from other quarterbacks that have been mobile or running type quarterbacks.
Well, and a couple of those designed option plays were, at the NFL level, I don't know how you defend what they were bringing in some of the spots. And I mean, you saw a little bit of that. Bortles had that game in the playoffs where they were running RPOs and running the outside read a lot against New England. And it's a matchup problem for any NFL team. I mean, Robert Griffin got away with it for a while. Kaepernick got away with it for a while. The difference that I saw is he threw balls really well. And I don't want to say I was surprised, but I was. I mean, he delivered passes on time in places that the windows weren't big. I mean, because a lot of times you see the scrambling quarterbacks and they get away with throws that aren't that great because the guys are wide open because some safety comes down in the box or whatever else. That wasn't the case. Like you said, when he sat in the pocket, he was able to pick New England's defense apart, who was on a historic pace prior to last week. I don't.
He is the exact same size as RG3. I looked him up.
See, I wonder how long he can go, because a lot of these scrambling running quarterbacks, I mean, they're good for a short burst, but then the injuries start piling up.
So far he has. I mean,
well, so far, but it's only been 16 starts.
So to me, I think part of the difference is when you look at let's
yeah, but
compare,
RG3 unraveled pretty quickly.
Well, yeah.
On the injury side.
Well, but let's compare Cam Newton, who's probably done at Carolina, and for cap reasons, and we'll see if he gets a job anywhere because he's been awful over his last 16 starts.
Bears. Anyway.
Okay, but compare Cam to me to Lamar, and the difference is Lamar Jackson avoids contact, and Cam Newton embrace contact in lots of spots. Lamar Jackson is elusive. He's not taking hits right now. I'm not saying he won't take some over the course of his career, but he's freakish at darting away and moving around. And, I think a lot of times people think of running quarterbacks as guys that are getting abuse. And a lot of those plays, he just ran out of bounds and flipped the ball to a referee and ran back. It wasn't like he was running gap up inside, which is different to me.
Yeah, but, I mean, guys like Michael Vick, I mean, there have been a lot of elusive Vick and RG3 come to mind who didn't look for contact, but they still took contact. I mean, you're still going to get tackled and get...
Okay, let me ask this question. Well, we got about 30 seconds left or so in the segment, but does this change your opinion of that style of quarterback, or is he an exception like Russell Wilson is for under 6-foot quarterbacks?
I think A, is an exception, and B, we still have to wait and see how long it lasts. I mean, if he's still doing this 10 years from now, then that's one thing. But I don't think he's going to.
I'm not even sure that. I think win a couple Super Bowls and we'll talk. Because, 10 years, I hate to say this, but does anybody really care if their quarterback is there for 10 years, as long as you get me a couple Super Bowls and we can ride off in the sunset together?
Yeah, it's just trying to find another one. I mean, if you have to find another one every 5 years or so, that's tough to do.
But ask any fan at any market, okay, aside out of Boston, stop it. That, if you could win 2 out of, the next 6, and then we'd have 5 mediocre years, and as a Cowboy fan, I'll sign on. How about you as a Redskins fan? Are you signing on? Raiders fan?
To what?
You get 2 of the next 5, but then you can't win for the 5 after that. Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Okay. I think our expectations are a little high.
That's a silly question. You take
everywhere but in Boston.
I'll take 1 out of the next 10 years.
There you go.
So, all right, we got to take a timeout. We will come back and look at tomorrow's games and the Monday night game. It's Front Row Roundtable Show presented by Ralphie's.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
Win with Ralphie's starting lineup. Get 10 of the biggest and best wings for only $5.65 starting at $9. Try our double cheeseburger with fresh hand-cut fries for just $7.99. Score a 5-count domestic iced bucket for $11 every day. Now get your Ralphie's delivered to you with DoorDash.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
What can you expect from working with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation? Our Our branch manager, Marty Bin, can help you navigate through the loan process with the service and speed you deserve. Contact Marty today to get pre-qualified. Make your home buying dreams a reality. Call 419-481-8696 to speak with Marty Bin today.
Red Wing Shoes, a quality built to last, just like the legacy of service at your Red Wing Shoes dealer, North Reynolds at Bancroft in Toledo. Family owned and operated since 1982. 4 generations building a legacy of quality and service for years to come. Our sales staff has over 95 years selling and servicing Red Wing shoe products, and we have the largest selection of Red Wing shoes in Northwest Ohio. Irish Setter, Works, and our USA-made heritage shoes. In stock, no waiting. Red Wing Shoes, North Reynolds at Bancroft, where service, quality, and fit come first.
It's Notorious November as Powerbomb Wrestling is back in action in Toledo on Sunday, November the 24th at 5 p.m. at St. Clements Hall, 2990 Tremainsville Road. See Sexy Sean Casey defend the heavyweight title, also a triple threat match for the tag titles, and a match where chairs are legal. Get your advanced discount tickets right now at pbwexcitement.com. That's pbwexcitement.com. The best wrestlers in the Midwest, Sunday, November 24th, St. Clements Hall in Toledo. It's Powerbomb Wrestling. All right, back we are for our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's. We got to do a podcast. That's the only way we can. The stuff that we talk about in between the breaks.
Yes.
Show sponsored in part by Mike's Pizza and More. 2 locations now, Holland and Oregon. And I've had these. They're absolutely fantastic. But not just the pizza and the specialty pizzas, calzones, subs, salads, wings, chunks, mac and cheese, lasagna, ravioli dishes, all kinds of stuff.
Calzone. Bueno. That's all I'm going to say.
And also my friend Deon Thompson. And if you're looking for a little self-defense training, which is not too bad to do in this atmosphere that we're currently in, he's a second-degree black belt.
Tonight.
He's a second-degree black belt in jiu-jitsu and has classes over at 3141 West Sylvania in Toledo, Ohio, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and does lessons Monday through Friday in the evenings, Saturday morning, kids classes, adults classes, personal classes, competitions, and all that. Your first lesson is free. So 419-410-5483, 419-410-5483. Let's go to week 10. All right, 7-5-1, 7-5-1, 8-4-1. So we all kind of bounce back.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. So for the year, we've done nothing.
Well, John, it's been a climb because he started out a little rough. So now he's back to 500, 55-1. We're only 1 pick ahead at 56-54.
So as John said before we started the show, with the VIG, we're all low.
Something like that.
That's perfect.
If you're in fantasy, you know this is a big bye week. So Denver, Houston, Jacksonville, New England, Philadelphia, and Washington all in byes.
I'm good because I have almost all Cowboys.
And I got the Houston connection that I can't play this week. So it's Garoppolo who gets to play this week. All right, let's start this off. The Thursday night game was the Chargers at Oakland. Sunday, 1 o'clock. Now this. Don't call the CBS affiliate and tell them that the Browns aren't on, because the Lions are a CBS game.
Here's the thing. Most Brown fans at this point are glad they don't have to watch. So actually, there won't be a lot of phone ringing.
We only have about 4.5 minutes.
Sorry, go ahead.
Lions, Browns, and Cincinnati are all CBS games at 1 o'clock.
Nobody wants to see Cincinnati.
So they divided
Any of them.
4 minutes left. Can I
Continue
explain to everybody here in Northwest Ohio, you're going to get the Lions. It has nothing to do with the local TV affiliate. Detroit at Chicago. The Bears are favored by 2.5.
I'll take the Lions and the points.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I can't take Mitch Trubisky for anything.
we're all taking the Lions. The Fox game at 1 o'clock. This is what they're making us watch. The 1-7 Atlanta Falcons and the 7-1 New Orleans Saints.
That's why you go here.
In New Orleans, Saints favored by 13.
Not enough. Saints.
Yeah, Saints.
Talk about a team that's QUIT quit.
All right, we all took the Saints. Here we go. The one's not on local. Buffalo at Cleveland. Buffalo 6-2, Cleveland 2-6. The Browns are favored by 3.
Browns.
Give me the Bills. I can't give points.
You know, I
Take the
really
Browns.
wanted to because Cleveland's 0-3 at home and Buffalo's 3-0 on the road. You figure at some point that's going to go back to I can't. The way the ship's going in Cleveland, I got to take Buffalo.
I just did.
Here's another game you're not going to watch. 6-2 Baltimore, 0-8 Cincinnati. On the road, Baltimore's a 10-point favorite.
Not enough. I'll take
Baltimore.
the Ravens.
All right. Well, we're all taking the same thing here. I'm taking Baltimore, too.
Some of these are games no one wants to watch.
All right. Another game you won't watch unless you're in New York. The Giants and the Jets. 2-7 against 1-7.
What's the over/under on turnovers?
I don't
11?
know. The Giants
12?
are favored by 2.5.
Give me the Giants.
I'm going to go Jets, Jets.
All right, I'm taking the Jets. And I'll take the point. Whenever two lousy teams are going, I'll take the points. Arizona at Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay is favored by 4.5 at home.
I'll take Arizona in the points.
And I'll take Tampa Bay.
All right, I'm taking Tampa Bay as
Arizona
well.
has to come all the way across country.
Kansas City at Tennessee. As we're taping this, the line's at 3.5. If Mahomes starts, it might change.
Yeah, give me Kansas City.
Kansas City.
All right, that's easy. We're all taking KC. All right, Sunday at 4 o'clock, the local game on the Fox affiliate is the Rams at Pittsburgh. 5-3 at 4-4, and the Rams a 3.5-point favorite.
Give me the Steelers and the points.
I'm going to take the Rams. Oh, it's good. You know what, though? It's going to be freezing. I changed my mind. I'm going to take Steelers and the points.
All right.
Steve, don't text me.
I'm taking the Rams, so he won't text me anyway. 1-7 Miami against 5-3 Indianapolis. The Colts at home by 10.5.
Give me Miami.
A lot of points. Miami and the points.
Miami's playing.
Although
playing
the
okay.
Colts would only have one loss if Anna Vinatieri could hit field goals.
Well,
I know.
that's the problem.
We got a minute and a half, which means we have a minute. I'm taking Indianapolis. Carolina at Green Bay. Green Bay's favored by 5.
Give me Green Bay.
Carolina and the point. It's at Green Bay?
Yep, it'll be in the 30s.
Green Bay.
To start.
Green Bay.
No snow in the forecast right now. Sunday night game right here on NBC 24. 6-3 Minnesota at 5-3 Dallas. The Cowboys favored by 3.
Give me Minnesota and the points.
The Cowboys.
I'm taking the Cowboys if they don't cover.
Oh!
It's going to be
Why would
all
you
your
do
fault.
that to me?
It's going to be all
I
your
thought
fault.
we were friends.
Because I can't lose again, unless Dallas wins by a point.
We have 30 seconds. Move on.
Monday night, ESPN. This is going to be a game to watch.
Oh, yeah.
7-2 Seattle at 8-0 San Francisco. The 49ers favored by 6.
Seattle and the points.
Yeah, Seattle and the points.
All right, we're all taking Seattle in point. I think Seattle's going to win the game. So we shall see.
Russell Wilson's going to get the ball out quick, and that defense isn't going to get home, and then we're going to see.
Well, the 49ers didn't look exactly stellar against Arizona last week in that Thursday night game. As a matter of fact, they could have lost that game. All right, what we got? We got to go. Barney, thanks. John, thanks. Saturday Night Live next. Don't forget Powerbomb Wrestling all on YouTube, and we'll see you here next week for our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's.